Welcome back to Reason Check, the show where we take controversial or polarized topics, slow them down, and try to understand what's really going on underneath the noise. I'm your host, Stephen. As always, I've got my own biases and I do my best to check them at the door and hope that you can try and do that too. Today, we're focusing on one specific pattern of thinking I've called conclusion first reasoning, mentioned in the last episode. We're only going to discuss that today. It's something we all do more often than we'd like to admit, and it shows up everywhere. Politics, diet, relationships, you name it. Let's define it. Conclusion first reasoning is when we land on a belief first, almost always driven by a strong emotion, moral intuition, social pressure, or identity. And then, once that settles, we go searching for evidence that backs it up. Cherry picking is the main tool. We highlight the facts, studies, or stories that fit and quietly sideline or dismiss the ones that don't. The opposite of that is being genuinely informed. You start as open as possible, look at the full range of evidence, including the stuff that makes you uncomfortable, and let it guide you to a conclusion. Emotion is usually the starting gun. We feel disgust, outrage, fear, hope, or belonging first, and that feeling hardens into a conviction before any real research begins. Then the mind gets to work defending it. A clear everyday example is moral veganism. Many people go vegan after a powerful emotional moment, watching a documentary, seeing factory farm footage, or reading a philosophical argument that exploiting animals is dead wrong, if I can say dead wrong. The conclusion arrives fast and firm. This is immoral. I can't participate in this activity. That moral stance is coherent and defensible, no issue there. But very often, the next step is to seek confirmation that veganism is also unambiguously healthier, better for the planet, and even spiritually superior. People, if they look hard enough, they will find studies linking plant-based diets to lower heart disease and risk in certain groups, claims that animal agriculture drives climate change, and testimonials about feeling sharper, more energetic. So what is it that tends to get filtered out? The well-established risks of poorly planned vegan diets, B12 deficiency, iron deficiency anemia, lower bone density, potential issues for children's growth and brain development, or the fact also that regenerative grazing systems can be carbon neutral or better, or that many of the strongest pro-vegan health claims come from advocacy-driven research, while large, systematic type reviews show a more mixed picture. So, again, plenty of people thrive on thoughtful vegan diets. The point isn't that veganism is bad. It's that when the moral conclusion comes first, the health and environmental arguments often become soldiers in a war that's already been decided. And it goes both ways. The lifelong steak lover who feels attacked by plant-based propaganda, if we can call it that, will suddenly discover a stack of studies showing red meat's not the villain, saturated fat fears were exaggerated, and seed oils are the real killer, while brushing off the stronger evidence linking processed meat to cancer risk. Conclusion first isn't vegan versus carnivore, left versus right. It's human. Now the dangers, because there are a lot of dangers in this. On a personal level, you can make choices that genuinely harm yourself or people you care about while feeling completely evidence-based. On a social level, it fuels polarization. Both sides cherry-pick different facts and end up arguing past each other in parallel realities. On a larger scale, when enough people engage in conclusion first reasoning on the same issue, it can drive public policy or cultural shifts, or even laws and directions that aren't grounded in the best evidence, from nutrition guidelines to pandemic responses to foreign policy. And finally, it makes us easy to manipulate. Anyone who wants to sell you something, radicalize you, or keep you angry just has to feed your pre-existing conclusion with selective, and I put this in quotation marks, proof. What's the good news? We can catch it. How do we do that? Pay attention to when a belief feels morally urgent or tied to your identity. Consider that a red flag. Try steelmanning the opposite view. That means build the strongest possible case against your position, see how it holds up. That's how you test it. Seek out systematic reviews and meta-analyses instead of single studies or viral posts. And ask yourself, honestly, did I look for disconfirming evidence as hard as I looked for confirming evidence? You need to look equally hard for both if you don't want to fall victim to this. We all fall into conclusion first sometimes. I catch myself doing it. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to notice sooner and correct course. That's the real reason check. That's how you do your own reason check. Thank you for listening. I will read all of your comments if you have any.